So, coach, I'm having problems in my relationship. What do these men want?
Well, they want many things, but fortunate for you, I took the liberty to put it in a new video series. You can catch it on my YouTube channel every Tuesday and Thursdays. And don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe.
All right, coach, let me do that now.
Love, you move too fast for me.
Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Karan Pierre, and if you don't know me, I'm a life coach and your relationship guy. Hopefully, we could work together in the future. So, let's talk about it. In episode 30 and the 100 Things a Man Wants video series, today's topic is a man wants to marry within his race. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're going there. Let's talk about it. Now, first off, I want to say this. Me being the science advocate that I am, and a man who considers himself to know a significant amount of history, right? I really do have a problem with the identification or using race, rather, to identify groups of people. Why? Because the history of where that word comes from, it comes from the RACISM. And it was a system used to put other people down through colonization, etc., etc. But I do understand why today we still use these terms, and it is important because I do identify socially as an African American, and I'm proud of my ancestry and my lineage. I'm just looking at it from a scientific perspective because when we talk about science, there is no such thing as race. We're all human beings. We're all the same species. And I really do hope that one day the babies of the babies of the babies will just get rid of the term race, the concept of race. It's crazy. So let's jump into the presentation. Interracial marriages are on the rise, but yet and still, in 2015, 17% of all U.S. newlyweds had a spouse of a different race or ethnicity, marking more than fivefold increase in 1967 when 3% of newlyweds were intermarried, according to Pew Research Center. Now look at this chart right here. You see 3% of newlyweds were interracial. 2015, that number jumps up to 17%. And like the slide says, uh, in the year 1967, U.S. Supreme Court, Loving versus Virginia case, ruled that marriage across racial lines was legal throughout the country. So it was illegal before then. So that's why we don't have a chart showing what it was like previously. But what I will say is that even with all the great understanding and knowledge and new ways of doing things, of being, coming together as one people, we still have only 17% of new marriages consisting of interracial couples. Let's think about it. So even though it's on the rise, this is why I'm saying that men still prefer to date in their race. Now, of course, I can't say it's all men. I even in this series, the items we mentioned are only reserved for a certain type of man. We're talking about monogamous men, men who are committed, the right guy for you, who's gonna love you, who's gonna be there for you. So I am not saying that every man wants to only stay in his race. That's not true. However, what I am trying to point out is the fact that we have so much diversity, we have so much, uh, you know, uh, things bringing people together in 2022, and yet and still, we still are mostly marrying within the same race, right? And I look at this stat to show that people are still not really comfortable with stepping outside of that zone. And I have some more slides to prove it. So Let's get to the next slide. Here's why. What does the average American think about interracial marriage? So, a new Pew Research Center survey finds that roughly 4 in 10 adults, which is 39%, now say that more people of different races marrying each other is good for society. So, think about that. 40% of adults in America say that it's good for society. Let's see what the other 59, 60% of the people say. Okay. Now, of course, the number's up because we are definitely becoming more progressive, right? It's up from 24% in 2010. Now, look at this. The share saying that this trend is bad for society is down slightly over the same period. So it dropped 4% from 13 to 9. And the share that says it doesn't make much of a difference for society is down from 61% to 52% because people are becoming a little bit more tolerant, right? And this was between 2010 and 2013. However, opinions have remained the same. So are we plateauing from a standpoint of tolerance and acceptance? I don't know. But this is why I'm saying that men, they want to date within their race. And it also goes for women too. Some of these things are reciprocal. It's not just for men. Some of the things could go for both male and female. I'm just pointing out data that shows my point. So let's go to the next slide. Now here's something really interesting. What do older people think about interracial marriage? Attitudes about interracial marriage vary widely by age. For example, 54% of those aged 18 to 29 say that the rising prevalence of interracial marriage is good for society. So the young people are mostly saying that it's good for society. The 18 to 29-year-olds, these are the millennials that I have confidence that will do better, especially when we talk about race, right? Now, when you compare it to those 65 and up, about a quarter of those said that interracial marriage was good for society. So the older people are the ones who are less open. In turn, older Americans are more likely to say that this trend doesn't make much of a difference, 60%, right? Compared to 42% of the younger people. And look at this. 14% of adults that are 65 and older say that interracial dating is bad for society. These are people's grandmothers and great grandparents that are having these negative perspectives. But guess what? Who does a man want to bring you home to? Like I said in the previous episode in the series, when a man wants to bring you home to who? His mama. And more than likely, his mama fits into either the 14%, right, or the 60% that are just playing the game where it's like they're not progressive. So because the family seems to be stuck in their ways, a man more than likely will resist, bringing home a woman outside of his race. He would mostly prefer finding a woman that is in his race to get that acceptance from his family. That's all I'm trying to say. That's what this video is about. I know this video was a little different from the ones that we normally cover. So I just want to say in closing, I'm not saying that men don't want to date outside of their race. I'm just presenting some data points to show that men definitely prefer overall to date within their race. And it's changing. And like I said, I hope the babies of the babies can eliminate the whole thing with race, but we have a lot of things to get over in America, especially when we talk about the history of African Americans in this country. It's definitely something that needs to be addressed. And definitely we need to have some sort of therapy, counseling to get us through this because the results from those traumatic experiences has led us to this point where in 2022, only 17% of newlywed marriages are interracial. So that's all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get all your notifications, and then like the video so more cool people can check out the video. I'll probably see you again next week. I'm really busy. I'm not sure if I'm going to drop another video on Sunday, but until next time, stay blessed.